History has a category of person it tends to pity. The eunuch, castrated, powerless, humiliated, a servant at best, a curiosity at worst. That's the noise. Here's the signal. For roughly 2,000 years, across 3 continents and a dozen civilizations, eunuchs were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Not despite the castration, because of it. Here's the logic that every emperor eventually figured out. A court is full of ambitious men. Ambitious men have sons. Sons form dynasties. Dynasties become rivals. And rivals become threats. The one thing every ruler needs, and can almost never find, is someone whose loyalty has no biological exit ramp. Enter the eunuch, a man who cannot father children, cannot found a dynasty, cannot build the competing bloodline, cannot, in the most literal sense, have a future that doesn't run through you. That's not a consolation prize. That's a job description. The Byzantine Empire ran on eunuch administrators. The Ottoman court had an entire parallel structure staffed by them. The Ming Dynasty, the largest empire on the planet, trusted its most sensitive operations to eunuch officials. Zhang He, who commanded the most powerful naval fleet in human history, was a eunuch. Narses, one of Justinian's greatest generals, a eunuch. And here's the part that really reframes it. Families paid for this, voluntarily. Parents who wanted access to power, who wanted their son inside the walls of a palace rather than outside of them, made a calculated decision. The mutilation was the credential. The sacrifice was the admission ticket. So what we're actually looking at isn't a story about victims. It's a story about a transaction, one that was brutal and deliberate on every side. The ruler needed loyalty that couldn't be inherited away. The family needed proximity to power. The eunuch was the instrument of that negotiation, and the ones who rose, and many of them did rise, found a way to run on ambition and resentment and sheer competence. The curse was the gift. That's not a coincidence. That's the oldest rule in power. The people closest to the throne are always the ones who've given something up that can't be taken back. Eunuchs just had to prove it up front.